さい生き物め生き物どもめ生き物って羨ましい生き物め
出す問題です。これから試験発生。お願いです。このままじっとしていい感じで頬張りトレンドをか出しそう問題です。
Welcome to Moo-Ha-Ha Storytime. Tonight, we celebrate the release of the DRACULA Music Black IPA from Zilker Brewing. Go grab one. It's delicious. It's unique. It's wonderful. The bartender, Fletch, you should tip your bartenders, by the way. He named it. It's DRACULA Music Black IPA. Now, may I please have the competitors come to the stage because they are going to be trick-or-treating. Ding dong, ding dong. Hold on. Ding dong, ding. Hold on, guys. Chill.
I'm waiting for asshole there. Oh, I hope that wasn't called by the mic. Damn.
Oh, hello. Hi. What are you? Can you go to the microphone, please? That's the doorbell.
Hello,
Hi. What's your name?
I'm Jill.
Jill. Okay, Jill. Would you like a candy?
I guess.
Please pick one out of the bag, out of the hat. What's your number?
4.
Number 4. Jill will be reading fourth. We got a pumpkin boy over here.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Here, young child.
7?
No, come on.
2.
2. You're number 2. Oh, we have a bumblebee. Very stingy little guy here.
I'm a yellow jacket.
How old are you?
I got a squiggle. Oh, I think it's a 5.
It is a 5. Thank you. Oh, hi, young.
Hi,
Hi. What are you today?
I'm a skeleton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
The flesh did not melt off your face quite yet, huh?
the fog that makes you inside out only got below my neck.
Oh, gosh. What a life. Here you go. What number are you?
3.
Number 3. Okay. That leaves one little candy for an axolotl.
No, I'm an insurance adjuster.
An insurance adjuster. Okay. All right, young man with a full beard. Number 1. Let's give it up for John Baltisberger.
It's a glandular condition.
You guys are going to see my password. That's okay. Hey, John, you have... It's a little bit different this time.
Hit me.
You have 8 minutes, give or take.
Oh.
Okay, but I reserve the right to interrupt you. I reserve the right to make fun of you. I reserve the right to do many things. It's a scary story. There's a campfire here. Are you ready to scare people?
Yeah, sure.
And I also forgot one very important thing. This is also a costume contest. You don't have to be competing in the reading to win the costume contest, but the person who wins the costume contest gets a cash prize of $25. And the person who wins the reading contest gets a cash prize of $25.
Only valid for buying Dracula Black Metal IPA.
It's cash. It's cash. Max is mad because I gave them a gift card once, and they live in San Antonio. Hey, John, what is your greatest fear?
Clowns.
Say hi to that guy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Everyone can see the timer now.
Can you hear that song? A mix of upbeat optimism and excitement all rolled into a pop-fueled earworm that has you bobbing your head with each beat? Of course you can. But what if I were to tell you that Katamari Damacy is not an upbeat, carefree, casual game that you think it is? What if I were to tell you that it is in fact a nightmare-fueled trip through cosmic horror so dark and terrifying that all Katamari games should be classified as M for mature rather than subject our youth to the bleak nightmare that is the Katamari world? Katamari Damacy is in fact an expansion of the terrors of the classic horror film The Blob. Let's get into how and why Katamari is one of the most terrifying additions to any game library. First, the inciting incident is Lovecraftian horror at its peak. One night, without warning, the stars in the sky are blinking out. One by one, imagine it. You're sitting outside with your paramour, staring at the sky, and it begins to grow dark. One at a time. The countless stars in the sky fade into nothing. Now you might think, oh John, it takes eons for the light of distant stars to reach Earth. And this game happens overnight. Well, actually, it's only a single night for the entity that eradicates the stars and moons. It doesn't track time the same way we do. The opening scene of Katamari that seems to take 30 seconds is actually 30,000 years long, growing inevitably closer with every passing moment. Point 2, your father doesn't give a shit about you. That's a little too real. The entity that is destroying everything is none other than your father. Not in the game, your actual father. And boy, what a shitty father he is. He is a drunk who goes on wildly dangerous benders in which he actively destroys everything around him. Everything, in this case, being the goddamn galaxy. After this monstrous entity, known as the King of the Cosmos, eradicates everything, he tasks you, his child, with putting it all back together, building new stars and celestial bodies. And here's the thing, he does not give a shit about you. He belittles you, talking about how short you are, how he's not sure if you're his kid, about how you barely did good enough, a constant barrage of an amalgamation of every shitty horror movie father that ever exists. Point 3, constant hunger. Your Katamari, the ball you're rolling around, sticking things to, is insatiable. The premise is that this mass of your Katamari is larger than the mass of things you bump into. The thing you bump into is added to your Katamari. It's a never-ending vortex of hunger. And you start small. You start so infinitesimally tiny. And within moments, you're bumping into cars, buildings, monuments. The hunger of your star maker, your Katamari, is boundless. Even things like kaiju and mecha are not safe from the all-consuming Katamari. Another common trope of cosmic horror. Next point. Humans fear the Katamari. Oh, John, you say. You're being dramatic, you say. It's harmless, John, you say. Well, bullshit! All of the creatures in the game, from the humble roach to the majestic dinosaur, and this includes people, human fucking beings, attack you on sight. Until, of course, you're big enough to subsume their mass, then they run. They run in terror and fear. They know the end is coming. They know that to come into contact with the Princess Katamari is to touch death and know oblivion. Next point. The protagonists of this game, their family dies. Beyond the prince, you'll also see vignettes between each level of the family in Tokyo. A little girl watching the news. It's how we know what's happening from humanity's perspective. The father of this little girl is an astronaut who was planning on going to the moon. That's sweet, right? Except the moon has been fucking destroyed by the same unknowable force that is the King of Cosmos. This is bad enough until you realize the ecological damage that will be caused by the moon's destruction. In the end, the entire family is devoured by the Katamari. And why does this happen? To make a new moon. It's a real, time enough at last style twist. Next point. This game is peak nihilism. And let's talk about that. Often when we quote Sagan saying that we are made of star stuff, we're saying it as like an affirmation. Look how beautiful and powerful we are. We are the stuff made of stars. It's an incredible statement. But then remember that the King of Cosmos has, without a thought or care, destroyed the stars, emptied the skies, and tasked his hated child with recreating them. And how do you recreate stars? By gathering star stuff. This is no longer an affirmation, it's a dirge. We aren't special. We are simply building blocks that have no meaning. There is no purpose. We are simply matter to be added to the inky blackness of the galaxy solely at the whim of an entity that could not care less. That doesn't even notice us. We are the stuff of stars and nothing more. Nowhere and nothing is safe. On the final level of Katamari Damacy, we are tasked with creating a new moon. To do so, we must roll up everything. From small items like paper clips to entire continents, buildings, houses, kaiju, cars, families, policemen, power lines, cows, whales, rocks, planes, monuments, everything and everywhere is added to the critical mass of the Katamari until the Earth is a lifeless blue marble floating in the sky. All life on the surface of the planet is wiped out simply on the whim of an uncaring God.
Are you on the second page yet?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Thank you.
I want to point out that as I was doing a deep dive to write this article, the horrifying nature of the Katamari, I came across another article written in 2022 about how this game series is cosmic horror. It pointed out that there's actually yokai, a Japanese spiritual monster that is reminiscent of the Katamari. It talked about how so many civilizations were wiped out, not just in your own mad dash to recreate the cosmos, but the horror of your father. I say all this to say that these are not the mad ramblings of a man who looked for horror where there is none, but the dedicated and thoughtful exposition of a scholar. Do not let the upbeat music fool you. Katamari is the death knell of the world, a single cry that heralds the end of all things.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Hey, John, how are you spending Halloween tomorrow?
I will be loading candy into a t-shirt cannon and firing like a blunderbuss at trick-or-treaters.
Very nice. We have a neighbor. John is my neighbor. I see him often walking around shoeless. He's got shoes today, thank God. But it's a trick-or-treating neighborhood.
It is. Our neighborhood's actually really fly for trick-or-treating.
Yeah, sure. Hey, let's check in on the Eggman real quick, guys.
Eggman?
Yeah, let's check in on Eggman. What's he up to?
I don't know. Oh my. Oh, I hate that. Woo. That was both disturbing and slightly arousing.
There we go. That's Eggman. What's he up to? Cap cut. All right, number two. Ryan Bradley. Hey, John, hold up. John, do you have any books for sale?
I have 5 books for sale.
5?
5 books.
Cool. Right next to the clown. Ryan, how are you?
I'm good. John, is your Pope fight book there? Vicar of Fists?
Book fight book is there.
People would love a Pope fight book, I bet.
Ryan, what's your greatest fear?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins? Okay, well, I'm excited to hear this story. You ready? I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
How y'all doing tonight? So if you
I'm
want
okay.
to, I would encourage you to leave now, put on your headphones. This is 5 reasons not to listen to this reading. I see a lot of folks not leaving. I'm going to give you a second. Get ready to ignore the performers on the stage. I'm happy to give it to you. As for the rest of you, well, you're doing it. You're listening to a reading full of reasons why you shouldn't listen to it. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Don't look now, but the thing behind you, the thing you've let in by listening, is happy though. It's been hungry for thousands of years waiting for you. 1, it can only enter if you invite it in. For me, the creature was a long journey. I worked through a PhD program despite not having rich parents, earned a grant, and found my way to a temple ancient before the times of men and read from a sacred book out loud. I had to decipher a language with no human precedent, twist my tongues into unknowable shapes. I thought I'd earned riches beyond measure, or at least enough to pay off my student debt. Instead, this thing emerged, demanding more tributes, because as powerful as it is, it can't enter without an invitation. For you, that invitation, its entrance comes from listening to a game show where 5 creators compete for Sonic the Hedgehog's love. The new hip way to allow otherworldly evil into your life. You can go inside now, stop listening, but it's too late. 2, it's unhinging its jaw behind you. It's hard to say how many mouths it has as they open one after the other in perpetuity. The forked tongues are tasting your scent, preparing to rend your flesh from the pudgy frame like so much callow meat. It will engulf you like a snake, the teeth will rip you as it swallows. I saw sights beyond your puny imagining when it licked me, sandpapery tongue scraping against my skin. We reached an accord to spare me, maybe it will do the same for you. 3, it's breathing down your neck even if you can't see it. Can you see the shadow in the corner of your eye? Yet the curve of its head, veiled in darkness, almost like the head of a man. Do you feel the saliva dripping off its teeth, rolling down your back? Feel the enzymes starting to break you down even before you're bitten? Covering your eyes won't save you now. I tried running, I tried hiding. Wherever I went, I found it half a step behind me, breathing down my neck. I don't know what will happen when it gets enough souls. I hope to die far away from this thing before it becomes full. It burnt the book. Whatever ancient knowledge locked it away is long gone. 4. Its teeth are so sharp and eternity is so long. The mechanics of death are unclear since no one has ever come back from it. Doubly so when the thing behind you consumes you. I don't know how reliable it is, but I feel its thoughts, almost as though they're mine. It'll keep you alive in an umbilical sac for centuries of digestion, though. Will those centuries make it stronger? Will it ever be sated? I have no way of knowing. It says the pain won't stop, not when the acid boils off your flesh, not when it grinds your bones into dust. You'll be alive and awake for all of it, no rest or respite. You'll end as a bundle of nerves and will hammer on them, playing you like a timpani. Each tap will hurt more than the worst thing you've ever felt. The book promised me rewards without end, and perhaps this digestion is what it meant. I hope to never find out. 5. The only way to survive is by feeding it more. It made a deal with me. It made me into a pumpkin. Maybe it will make a deal with you too. Perform this piece and pray to some other god that the thing behind you, that your friends don't conveniently need to use the bathroom before you go on stage. Thank you.
So you're a pumpkin.
I am a pumpkin.
It's a very cute costume.
Thank you.
Let's-
Brings out my eyes.
Give it up for Ryan C. Bradley,
Thank
who
you.
has a book here.
I got 4 books here. Say Uncle is the newest. It's the story of a teenage boy who goes to his uncle's room to steal his favorite nudie magazine and finds a black magic book.
There we go. Hey, let's check in on Eggman real quick. Let's check in on Eggman. Oh, look at him. He's going crazy. Right now, here at Radio, Coffee, and Beer. Woo! All right. Number 3. That's Max Booth, folks. Taking fucking forever to get on stage. What are you for Halloween?
Fucking bones. I don't know.
Bones? Yeah, well, hey, nice.
Thanks.
What is your greatest fear?
Being on stage. Whoa. I'm lying. This is easy.
Let's make them feel very great, okay? Oh, no.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to get the timer up. It just doesn't work.
8 minutes. I know this is below
Let's
8
do it.
minutes.
Let's do
Ready?
it. Yeah, here we go.
This is from a new book I'm writing right now called Honeyvine. It's about an evil baseball. They couldn't remember who had spotted the baseball first. At a certain point, they had all touched it. Yet, whenever they tried to recall the moment the baseball entered the boys' lives, memories seemed to contradict each other. Tommy could easily visualize its white leather casing and red stitching grabbing his attention before anyone else noticed. The way the baseball had shined against the sun, like it was beckoning for him, screaming for Tommy to pick it up, to take me, take me, take me. Hey guys, he had whispered, pointing at the bottom of the train tracks, at the ball half submerged in sludge. What is that? Except, you good? Okay. Except when they talked about the discovery later, Troy insisted he had asked that question. But no, wait. Hadn't it been Lucas or Grant? They had all seen the baseball first. They had all pointed it out to everybody else. But that couldn't be true. It didn't make any sense. 3 of the boys were lying. Were they just trying to screw with Tommy? He didn't think so. They sounded genuine, which meant what? If they weren't messing with them, then someone else must have been messing with all of them. Someone else or something. It was impossible to pinpoint how long the baseball had been abandoned, absorbing railroad sludge. Tommy assumed either way that it would be cold to the touch, like an ice cube too stubborn to melt. Except when he picked it up to show everybody, It wasn't coolness he felt, it was heat. So hot he could hardly keep a grip on it without wincing. Yet he did not let go. Later on, once they found a field to play in and finished fighting over who would get to bat first, Tommy got into a hitting position. Lucas propelled the pitch. For Tommy, the rest of the field, the rest of the universe ceased to exist. Everything but the ball spinning from Lucas's grip faded to oblivion. When Tommy stepped forward, swinging the bat, it was like he and the approaching baseball were two limbs of the same machine, working in tandem. He had never made contact so effortlessly before. The most beautiful sound vibrated from aluminum, immediately followed by a different sort of noise. Something Tommy had never heard before, something like a thwacking in the sky, like an out-of-whack ceiling fan caught in denial. They searched the clouds. It wasn't difficult to track down. It was the only goddamn thing in active motion. The baseball, although for a moment, Tommy swore to God he was looking at a bat. Not a baseball bat, like a bat, the creature vampires fucking transform into when taking flight. But no, it was just the baseball Tommy had hit, except something was different about it now. It had changed, evolved. Something hung from it, wide and flat, with a curve to it. Jesus Christ, Tommy thought. Maybe it is a wing. Whatever momentum the ball might have gotten with the strength of Tommy's swing quickly died down as the thing attached to the ball wrestled it back to the ground. It dropped like a shot-down fighter jet, spiraling and screeching before landing next to first base. He'd knocked the casing off the thing. Well, at least somewhat. One flap between the red stitches hung loose. Tommy kneeled and scooped up the desecrated baseball, cupped it with both palms pressed side by side. The loose flap reminded him of a dehydrated tongue, and he wondered if it was going to lick him. He almost hoped it would. Typically, a baseball's guts consisted of a small cork tightly wound with a bunch of yarn or string or whatever the fuck, but not this one. This was different. It had different stuff in it. Wet stuff, bright red, almost cartoonish in its vibrancy. Some of it spilled out on Tommy as he held it up, streaming thick, congealed lines through his clenched fingers, hot on his skin. The baseball was bleeding. There was something else inside, too, soaking in this mysterious sauce, something more solid, circular, a smaller version of its split open casing. Not a cork wound with yarn or string, but something more sponge-like, pulpy. And will those, Jesus Christ, will those veins, something vaguely resembling ligaments wrapped around the object, keeping its meaty mass held together? It was moving, pulsating like a herald, fragile and optimistic in his bloodied hands. Whatever this shit was, it was alive, and it had chosen Tommy to witness its birth. And later that night, lying in bed under those blankets, he would press the bleeding baseball against his face and listen as the thing whispered all of the secrets of the universe, and he would nod and smile and say, yes, yes, anything you need. And he would mean it. Anything the baseball needed, he would do. And as it would churn out, the baseball needed a lot. All right, that's it.
That's the scariest goddamn baseball I ever heard of.
Okay.
What
else you got?
Let's check in on Eggman.
All right.
Oh, that was a jump scare. Hold on, let's look at it again. Look at that. Whoa. Eggman seems to be having fun. Get off this fucking stage, dude.
Oh, no question? Okay.
What was my question?
Yeah, no question. It's
What are you doing for Halloween?
leaving the stage.
Thank God. All right. Give it up for Max Booth. Who's number 4? Give it up for Jill Stryker.
The basic witch.
The basic witch. We flip it around. Hold on. What is your greatest fear?
Public speaking.
Give it up. Public speaking. Let's just remind everybody here this is Zilker Brewing's release of Dracula Music Black IPA. So go in there, grab a Dracula Music IPA. They're over there with garlic and fangs and stuff. But tip your bartenders and thank you for coming. Okay, Jill, how about you give it up? How long is your story?
Hopefully not 8 minutes.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it. You got it. Go for it.
All right. Dear Lisa, thank you so much for watching our sweet little pets this week. Just a few reminders. When you walk in, please don't forget to take your shoes off and put the amulet on. It's pure silver, and it'll look great with your complexion, dear, and it will mark you as a member of our household. Don't forget it, mind you. That would be quite unfortunate. Once the amulet is on and you've chanted the welcoming spell, you're ready to greet our little babies. Mitzi will run right up to you. She loves guests. Go on and scratch her behind the ears. That's her favorite spot. She's so soft, isn't she? And cute. So cute. With big, luminous, fathomless brown eyes. Don't look her in the eye, ever. She'll try to trick you into it, the sneaky thing. So mischievous. But don't do it. We're still not sure exactly what you'll see if you do, but the last pet sitter who looked her in the eye ended up eviscerating themselves all over our formal dining table. Such a mess. The rug has never been the same. I had to burn the tablecloth. Anyway, Mitzi's a darling dear, and she has just the sweetest, warmest, deepest, most enchanting brown eyes and the most hypnotic lashes you'll ever see. The last you'll ever see. Don't look at them. In fact, maybe pretend she doesn't have eyes at all. Pretend that instead of those gorgeous, brown, fathomless pools of love and devotion, she has twin voids of misery that pry into the darkest part of your soul, okay? So that's Mitzi. She's our bubbly, social girl. Rex, on the other hand, takes a while to warm up to you. He'll hide from you most of the time, and you might not even see him at all. You'll hear him, though. He's our little trickster. He loves to call out to you from the shadows using the voices of your family and friends. Such a little prankster. Usually, he starts out using your mother's voice, and if that doesn't get you, he keeps going until you answer. He'll start out calling to you from the top of the stairs, and he'll just get closer and closer till it sounds like he's right behind you, whispering in your ear, and he just won't stop. Don't answer, though. Whatever you do, don't answer him. We aren't sure where he sends you, but the last pet sitter who answered him disappeared, and we spent hundreds on custom summoning circles, but we never did get him back. Not all of them, anyway, and some of him still reappears randomly in the upstairs hallway. You'll notice it's painted red. Saves us so much time, and I think you'll agree it looks fab. So, it's best to just not say anything out loud once you get to the house to be safe. Now, for feeding time, the basement keys are right next to the pantry door on the hook. The main basement key is the big one, and then each holding cell is numbered. We left enough food stock for the whole week. Only one feeding per day, remember? I recommend starting with the holding cell nearest the door and then work your way further in over the course of the week. That way you don't have to walk past a bunch of desperate, doomed souls with their pesky, grabby little hands. They'll fight you for those keys, so keep your wits about you. Don't worry, as long as you keep a tight grip on the lead chain, they shouldn't be able to overpower you. You're such a little slip of a thing, though, so I guess we'll find out. Anyway, don't feel too bad about feeding Mitzi and Rex live food. We tried frozen, and they absolutely refused to touch it. That's how our last pet sitter died, actually. So now we have the holding cells. As it turns out, they really like to kill their own food. Not quite as domesticated as we were led to believe. So, at feeding time, just lead a meal to the opposite side of the basement. We have an anchor in the wall for the lead chain. Secure it carefully. They'll make a run for it. That last gasp of desperation to live is really something. It's kind of sweet. They'll try to talk to you, appeal to your humanity, and beg you not to do this. Don't listen to her. Just ignore it. Focus on what you want. Think about what I'm going to give you if, or when, you finish out your week of pet sitting. Once you anchor the food in nice and tight, hide yourself in the closet under the stairs. Lock yourself in now. You hear that door is reinforced steel and it can be kind of heavy. And sometimes you have to finagle the latch. But you make good and sure you latch that door. Then you'll see a cute little bird-shaped whistle hanging on the back of the door. Blow it to call Mitzi and Rex down to eat. Only one nice, sharp whistle. One and no more. Don't get carried away and whistle twice. I know it makes such a beautiful sound. You just feel compelled to do it again and again and never stop. But don't do that. If you hear that whistle more than once a day, you'll be hearing it in your dreams. You'll be hearing everything around you all the time. Your lungs filling with air as you breathe, your blood moving in your vessels, the worms moving through the dirt. It'll drive you crazy. Once Mitzi and Rex start eating, it's best to just stay locked in that closet. Don't make a sound. We learned that the hard way, let me tell you. You'll notice those deep dents in the steel door when you get down to the basement. I'm sure it's the first thing you'll see. When you're waiting for them to finish eating, it may seem to you that the dents make that door less secure. You're right, it does. But for now, the door latch holds pretty well, as long as you're quiet while they eat. They're awfully messy eaters, and the food screams pretty loud sometimes, but if you so much as breathe too loud, they'll hear you. I wouldn't want to test the integrity of that door too strenuously. Noise-canceling headphones might help. After they finish eating, you'll need to give that area a quick once-over with bleach and rinse it down with water. Mitzi and Rex don't leave much behind except blood and a stray bit of tissue here and there. Don't let it pile up over the week, though. I'll know if you do, because it stinks something horrible. Consider our deal to be completely null and void if I so much as suspect you didn't clean up down there. Oh, and if you find any teeth or bone shards, just scoop them up and toss them into the incinerator out back. Well, that's about it, really. Not too hard, I hope. Oh, don't forget to hang the amulet back on its hook by the door before you leave. Our first pet sitter would take it home every night until the one time she forgot to wear it back to the house the next morning. That's when we remodeled the foyer. It looks great now, though. It'd be a real shame if anything wrecked that. Yes, that would be unfortunate. Remember our bargain. Take care of the pets for 7 full days, and then I will create one special spell for you. When you succeed, write out the type of spell you want. It can be anything, even a curse, as long as you give me enough to work with. I will need something of yours, though, to strengthen the spell. The stronger you want your spell to be, the more you need to give me. Nail clippings will do, but teeth would be better, or eyes. Hair would work, but a finger would be better, you know, that kind of thing. The more you miss it, the stronger the spell will be. You know, if you want a foolproof spell, you could give me your whole life. Imagine what I could do with that. Anyway, thanks again for pet sitting this week. I'm sure Mitzi and Rex will just love you. Good luck.
The closest to the end. 8 seconds left.
Yes.
What are you doing on Halloween?
I am doing costumed yoga.
Costumed yoga. And you know what you're also probably doing? Having a sip of Dracula Music Black IPA from Zilker Brewing.
I sure hope so.
Yes, I think so. Give it up for J.M. Stryker. Yeah. And it's come to this. Got some
Your prizes for the costume.
Oh, there's more prizes. Here we go.
We've got two $25 gift cards to Zilker Brewing.
And 2 4-packs of Dracula Music Black IPA. What we do with that is 1 for the winner of the costume contest. Sorry, children. 1 for the winner of the scary story contest. Thank you. Thank you, Dracula. And there's free teeth and garlic should a vampire come up to you. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, number 5. The person most likely to go over time. Michael Lewis Dixon. Give it up for Michael Lewis Dixon. Mike, are you ready for this?
Hi, everyone. My name is Tracy, and I'm a yellow jacket. I didn't really want to come out here in front of you all. I don't do good with crowds, so please bear with me. I tend to get rather emotional, so I've come with some notes written down to keep me on track if I get a little caught up, you know. It has come to my attention that Ryan C. Bradley has been relaying a particular incident that happened between us many years ago. I thought that I had put this all behind me, but I was listening to a recent episode of the podcast, This Is Horror, and to my shock and disgust, Ryan was on there telling the entire world about what happened. He bragged about it. He said a bee stung his penis. A bee. Then later on, he claimed he didn't even know what kind of bug it was. He called me a bug. I've been a yellow jacket for my whole life, and I've never misrepresented myself nor passed on any opportunity to introduce myself as such. Being a yellow jacket is something I'm very proud of. The fact that Ryan is still talking about this all these years later, and he doesn't even recall what species I am, well, it's hurtful. I guess it shouldn't be too surprised, but it stings. I specifically told him when we met that I was a yellow jacket. He repeatedly called me a hornet. Even made little jokes about it, horny for hornet, and the like. It was a long time ago. We were both so young then. I was naive and lonely. Ryan was working on a whole different level. Depraved. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I mean, I should have seen the signs, but I was so inexperienced. Any amount of attention meant the world to me. And when he brought me back to his room, the first time we were alone together, I saw the fly swatters hanging on the wall. I saw the can of Raid on top of his dresser. But I ignored them. God, how fucking stupid. I should have buzzed off immediately. I was such a larva. At first, there was some gentle playfulness. He'd have me fly around his head while he gently swatted me away, and then I'd zoom up into his ears. He called our special game getting buzzed. You could see the goosebumps pop up on his skin and all his hair stood up. I admit, I loved those early interactions, but it soon wouldn't be enough. Not for someone like Ryan C. Bradley. I'll never forget the moment he first showed me his stinger. It was terrifying, but it was also a dang exciting too. At first, the sting play was gentle, timid, but it quickly grew to more riskier moves that came right up to the borderline of actual penetration. I got very uncomfortable, but Ryan assured me that there was nothing abnormal about our games, and that there were plenty of healthy relationships with even more extreme insect-human couplings. I'll never forget the look in his eyes when he gently picked me up and then shoved me into his jeans pocket. There was madness in those eyes, but I was helplessly in love. So like a fool, I played along. The sick fuck. He kept me in there for hours. He walked around, and I had no idea where we were going, but I could tell that we'd left his room. He watched TV. The whole time, I was trapped close to his skin, and I was forced to listen to inane episodes of Law and Order. The more I struggled to get free, the more it seemed to excite him, and the tighter the front of his pants got. I seriously thought about stinging him and getting the fuck out of there, but I couldn't. You don't know what it's like being trapped in your heart as well as front pocket. Everything was closing in on me. This lasted for weeks. I never got used to it, and I could tell that Ryan was starting to get bored. A good couple of times, I swear to God, he tried to provoke me into stinging him. He'd smush me against his leg, or worse yet, rub me against his own stinger. Even through the cloth of his pocket, I could feel the difference. It was only a matter of time before something truly heinous would happen. That day started out with the routine pocket plunge, but instead of hanging out and watching Law and Order, Ryan went outside and got onto his bicycle. Talk about dangerous friction. About 10 minutes later, he came to a stop. I was thankful that my antennae were still attached to my head. He pulled me out of his pocket, and the sudden disorientation of finding myself in the open air and standing in the middle of his sweaty palm, I never noticed the wasp nest on the side of the dumpster right in front of us. We were out behind the local 7-Eleven. Ryan's bike was just laying on the pavement. In his other hand was a camcorder. None of it made sense. That was until Ryan C. Bradley placed me right next to the wasp nest. When I recall the look on his face, it still makes me shudder. His right hand worked the camera while his other one worked down below. The wasp gang stang me out there behind the 7-Eleven, and I barely got out of there with my own stinger intact. My greatest shame, my greatest betrayal. The next day, Ryan acted like nothing had happened, like it was just another day when he shoved me into his pocket. I tried to resist, but he was so big and strong. Soon, I could hear that bass-line stab of Law and Order intro, and some woman was saying something on the show, and Ryan's pants got tight quickly, to the point that I couldn't even breathe. I tried to crawl out, but he just ground me even harder against some furniture. I snapped. Who wouldn't? It felt like life or death to me. I stung him through his jeans. I stung him for all I was worth. It worked. The next thing I knew, I was free, and I buzzed off the fuck out of there. I gave one glance over my shoulder as I made a beeline to an open window, and Ryan was there, his pants down to his ankles, and he was jumping around, flapping his stinger at his very shocked and appalled family. All these years, I still suffer from claustrophobia. My stinger barely functions, and the only job I can hold down is a contract drywall installer. Remember my story the next time Ryan C. Bradley tells you about the time some kind of bee stung his dick. He deserved it.
What is your greatest fear?
I'm claustrophobic.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we have the competitors come back up to the stage, please?
I don't think you should make him stand next to Ryan. Forgive me. Don't do that. You're gonna put me in your pocket. Monster.
This is a huge moment in these people's lives. It's a huge, huge moment.
I'm gonna kill myself if I don't win.
All right. By round of applause, even if you weren't here, just clap for whoever looks the coolest. The story from Max Booth about a baseball. The Bee. Ryan C. Bradley, I forgot what the story's about. John Katamari. J.M. Stryker, Pet Care.
I think it's pretty unclear.
That was devastatingly clear. Jill, I have a cash prize for you.
Cool, cool, cool. Brilliant, thank you.
25 smackers, $25 gift card from Zilker Brewing,
Awesome.
and a 4-pack of Dracula music.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
So you will be sipping on Dracula music tomorrow night, I'm sure.
Hell yeah.
Now, these folks are all costumed. If anyone else is costumed and wants to compete in a very official costume contest, come up to the stage, but children cannot win beer.
Well, can their parent win it for them?
Their parent will win it for them.
Ah!
Hey, where are my kids?
No, hey, screw your kids. Come on, win it for me. I don't know what your cause is, but win it for me. That's, yeah.
Z, you have to tell us what you're dressed as.
Insurance adjuster. Say insurance adjuster.
Insurance adjuster.
Okay, all right. What are you dressed as, John?
I am also an insurance adjuster.
Okay. He lost. Jill?
Oh, I didn't know we were cheering
Oh,
at this point.
yeah. Well, you just, let's not let Jill win, but hey, here we go. Here you go. Round of applause. Okay. Polly, what are you? Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. What are you, Jesse? Alien, sure. Sid, what are you?
Go say Queen Elsa. Say Queen Elsa. This is Queen Elsa. What were you gonna say? Like, buy my daddy's book?
Bye-bye, Daddy.
And I'm a pumpkin.
He's a pumpkin. The bee. Don't fall. Don't fall. Anyone, the bee. Is the bee a good costume? Is a skeleton a good costume? What the hell are you?
I'm a sheep herder who's been bitten by a vampire.
Sheep herder bitten by a vampire.
That's why I have garlic to defend.
And you're Dracula.
I am Dracula.
Dracula? No.
I am son of Dracula.
Son of Dracula.
I'm an insurance adjuster.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
What are you?
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Interesting. I'm left speechless.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you guys want to win? Just scream it out. I'll try to.
Yell insurance adjuster. Insurance adjuster.
Insurance adjuster wins. Hey, thanks for doing this. This was a little weird one, but Dracula Music Black IPA is on tap right now. Go buy it. Thank you to Zilker Brewing. Thank you, Radio Coffee and Beer. Tip your bartenders. Be merry. Celebrate Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Woohoo. Happy Halloween. And buy books.
Buy books.
Buy books. The bee will never let me forget that. $25 to Z. Yeah. And beer to John. Amen, everybody. Thank you very much.